Boys state wrestling duels took place on Saturday, and we had two Siouxland teams qualify to compete at the tournament. Sports Force's Irvin Doman has the action from Coralville.
Saturday was a very busy day down here in Coralville at Boys State Duels, and Siouxland was well represented. In Class 1A, the Hinton Blackhawks took to the mat, and then in Class 2A, the Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors were in battle. We're going to get things started with the Warriors as they were down early, but they fought back, and in a 132-pound match, Cassidy Craig gets his opponent to his back and picks up the pin, and now the Warriors lead the duel. Up in 157, Bo Kodum picks up another 6 points for SBL as he gets the pin, and the Warriors advance to the semifinals after defeating West Delaware for the first time in program history. Into Class 1A action, Hinton taking on Wilton. Starting in the 190-pound weight class, Jacob Bishop gets the early takedown. He turns that into a fall victory for the Blackhawks. And now in 215, Bodie Benabosi gets a pin to move Hinton into an early lead in the duel. And in 285, Tyler Chastain gets a pin, but Hinton would fall in the duel and move into the consolation bracket. Now into the semifinal matchup between SBL and Osage. 106 pounds, Drake Howard shoots, and he gets the takedown for SBL, and later on Howard would get the fall victory. Now into 165 pounds, Warriors down 6, but Kodum gets the ankle pick, turns that into a couple points, and later on he would pick up the pin and tie the duel. This is it. Winner of this match sends their team to the Duels Championship. Xavion Ellington on the mat for SBL and Max Gast for Osage. Ellington gets a couple points early in this one, and he rides it out, picking up a decision victory and sending the Warriors to the championship.
I walked out there pretty confident. You know, my guys were banging the whole duel, so, you know, I knew I had to go out there and bang, not just for myself, but for those guys, and, you know, they're all counting on me, so.
The Warriors take to the mat against Creston with gold on their mind. Now this duel started in the 215-pound weight class, but we'll pick up in the 106-pounders with Drake Howard as he gets a fall victory for SBL. Now Creston leads by a wide margin, but here come the Warriors. Kodum picks up a pin, and after a Xavion Ellington win by decision, SBL was only down by 6, and Caleb Pendergast for SBL in 175 comes in and gets a massive win to tie the duel at 33 apiece. Now Creston would pull through in the 190-pound match and secure a 36-33 duel victory, and the SBL Warriors take home runner-up in Class 2A.
You know, there was just so many positive things this weekend, you know, with the 2 wins we had earlier and all of the things the guys accomplished. You know, there's no shame in being the state runner-up in Class 2A at all. To be honest with you, when I came down here, my goal was to not get 7th. And you know, here we sit today.
Congratulations to SBL on capping off a great duel season with a runner-up trophy. In Coralville, Iowa, Irvin Doman, KTIV Sports Force.